Communication in schizophrenia. Schizophrenia presents itself with a variety of symptoms that directly affect communication. Melinda Smith and Dr. Gene Siegel recently studied Daniel, a 21-year-old living with the disease. Let's follow Daniel as he takes us deeper into life with schizophrenia. Daniel isn't very active with his facial expressions. In fact, his face hardly moves at all. Judging by his expressions, it's hard to tell if he's able to grasp anything at all. This is a classic example of flat affect. People living within schizophrenia often display minimal facial movement and a monotone voice, making it difficult to pull nonverbal signals which can adversely affect one's ability to communicate. Despite Daniel's awkward reserve with words, he did very well in college, even worked part-time. But then things began to change. What his peers initially thought to be jokes and rants were actually his delusions surfacing. Professors were out to get him. This spread out to his fellow classmates joining the conspiracy. This paranoid belief, a strong sense of grandiosity that is very common within the illness, supports Daniel's always being the ever-important center of attention, feeling as if the rest of the world is inferior to him and completely unable to comprehend what he's going through. The worry within his delusions, unfortunately, further provoked within his hallucinations. Sight, smells, sensory supported fiction clouded the realities within Daniel's life. All of these things took over. The distractions became harder to overlook. His grades dropped, so did his personal hygiene. He grew distant with his classmates and coworkers until no one was around. Daniel lacked the motivation and the desire to maintain everyday life functions. He eventually dropped out of school, was later hospitalized when at work his employer became concerned over his rash behavior and outburst. By becoming privy to the situations and the symptoms and struggles of this disorder, a person becomes better equipped to assist their loved ones with different aspects of improving communication, both verbally and non-verbally. Daniel's story is a truth for many people. And now your awareness can help break the cycle of sad and lonely endings. Even further, social skills training is available for those struggling with schizophrenia. Opportunities, encouragement, and reinforcement for general everyday life skills has been advancing with impressive progress. We can all do our part by knowing when, what, and how to communicate with the peers struggling with the disease. Only communicate when you're calm, focus on one thing at a time, be simple, brief, yet specific, and actively listen. Look at them, nod your head, say uh-huh, ask questions to better check that you understand. Use your manners. Tone, eye contact, and posture are important for everyone. Effective communication is key in almost all of our interactions. And for our friends like Daniel, it is most importantly essential for treatment.